how to save money on a low income, even when it feels impossible. Imagine this. You're standing in front of an ATM. You just got paid. You withdraw some cash, feel good for a moment, but 2 weeks later, it's gone. No big purchases, no emergencies, just gone. Sound familiar? That's the silent trap most people live in. And here's the truth. The problem isn't always your income, it's your habits. Most people don't have an income problem. They have a management problem. Because no matter how much you make, if you can't control your spending, your wallet will always feel empty. You've probably heard people say, you can't save money on a low income. That's a lie told by people who never learned how to control what they already have. Saving money isn't about being rich. It's about being disciplined. Think about it. There are people earning half of what you make, and yet they're saving, investing, and building something real. While others with higher salaries are always broke, living paycheck to paycheck. It's not the size of your income. It's the size of your self-control. So in this video, we'll talk about how to save money, even when you don't earn much. I'll break it down into 7 simple but powerful truths. And trust me, they'll challenge everything you've been told about money. By the end of this, you'll see money differently. And once your mindset changes, your account balance will follow. Let's begin. Section 1. You don't need more money. You need more control. Here's a fact that most people hate to admit. More money doesn't solve your problems. It exposes them. When you're careless with $20, you'll be careless with $200. Because without discipline, higher income only multiplies bad decisions. Think of that famous movie scene in The Wolf of Wall Street. Jordan Belfort made millions, but his lack of control destroyed him. That's what happens when income rises, but habits don't. The truth is simple. You don't need to earn more first. You need to manage better now. Every big saver started small. Every investor learned to control before they could multiply. Financial control isn't about restriction, it's about direction. You're not punishing yourself by budgeting, you're protecting your future. If you can master the small, life will trust you with the big. Section 2. Stop romanticizing treating yourself. Let's talk about the trap called I deserve it. It sounds harmless, but it's one of the biggest reasons people stay broke. You work hard, so you tell yourself, I deserve to enjoy. But enjoyment without boundaries becomes financial self-sabotage. Every little treat adds up. The extra coffee, random deliveries, weekend spending. They don't look dangerous individually, but together they destroy your savings silently. Self-care isn't about spending money you don't have. It's about securing peace that money can't buy. Stability, calm, and control. Stop rewarding yourself with things that keep you broke. Reward yourself with progress, not purchases. Section 3. Track every dollar, every coin. You can't fix what you don't measure. If you don't know where your money goes, it will always leave without permission. Most people are afraid to track their spending because they're scared of what they'll find. But that's exactly why they stay stuck. Budgeting isn't punishment, it's power. When you know your numbers, you control your direction. It's like that moment when someone finally checks their weight after months of avoiding the scale. Painful, but freeing. Because awareness brings clarity, and clarity brings control. Once you start tracking, you'll start changing, automatically. Section 4. Your lifestyle is lying to you. Most people live for appearance, not reality. They look rich online but cry offline. You see the flashy outfits, the vacations, the phones, and think you're behind. But what you don't see are the debts behind those pictures. Validation is expensive, peace is cheap, but few people can afford it because they keep chasing attention. Stop performing wealth, start building it. You don't owe anyone proof that you're doing well. Your success doesn't need an audience, just results. Section 5. Rent smarter, not bigger. In The Pursuit of Happiness, Will Smith's character didn't care about luxury. He cared about survival. He focused on progress, not pride. That's the mindset of true builders. If your rent is eating more than 30% of your income, you're paying for comfort at the cost of freedom. You don't need the biggest apartment. You need breathing room for your future. Share space, move smaller, negotiate better. Downsizing isn't failure, it's strategy. Every great story starts with sacrifice. Section 6. Stop trying to impress people who don't pay your bills. Let's be real. Most people stay broke because they care too much about what others think. They buy brands, chase trends, and fake lifestyles for approval. But the loudest people about money often have the weakest wallets. Financial maturity means saying, I don't need to look rich. I'm busy becoming it. When you stop seeking validation, your money stops disappearing. When you stop competing, you start building. Peace is the new luxury, and trust me, it looks better than Gucci. Section 7. You're not broke. You're just not disciplined. Most people aren't broke. They're just financially careless. Money goes where it's respected. If you treat it casually, it leaves casually. Men and women both make this mistake. Chasing trends, spending emotionally, ignoring budgets. But here's the truth. If you can't manage small money, you won't handle big money. Discipline builds freedom. Excuses build regret. So look at your finances honestly. What can you cut? What can you fix? What can you start today? No one's coming to rescue your wallet. You have to rescue it yourself. Remember, being broke isn't shameful, but staying broke because you won't change, that's a choice. Conclusion. Money isn't hiding from you. It's waiting for you to get serious. Here's the bold truth. If you can't manage $10, life won't trust you with $1 million. That's not a quote. That's reality. Money follows discipline, not desire. So take one thing you learned from this video and apply it today. Not next week, today. Comment below what habit you're changing first. I'll be reading and replying because this isn't just about saving. It's about building habits that change your future. The journey to wealth doesn't start with income. It starts with awareness, control, and the courage to say, I'm done being broke. Because the real flex isn't designer clothes, it's financial peace.